Hi, my name is Victoria Imeki, and this is my presentation on how factory farming is destroying biodiversity loss. Before getting into my topic, let's talk about what biodiversity loss actually is. It can be defined as the decline or extinction of species in an ecosystem, the lack of genetic variations in species, the breakdown of a biological habitat or community. Several causes of biodiversity loss can lead to negative effects and shifts within an ecosystem. Here we have some causes of pollution, habitat destruction, intrusion of invasive species, and some effects include our human health, decrease of species in an ecosystem, making that habitat species poor, or the loss of an ecosystem stability, making them less species rich. Factory farming leads to several negative environmental impacts. However, let's look at the top four. Here we have wasting water, soil and water pollution, climate change, and deforestation as the top key components of why factory farming is affecting biodiversity loss. Factory farming is the leading cause to climate change. It has since increased from the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century in the United States. Animal agriculture emits 20% of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, the most dangerous being methane and nitrous oxide. Millions of animals are slaughtered each year, which takes away biodiversity, leading to more vulnerability to pests and getting diseases from the food systems. Now it's your turn. To the animal agriculture industries, the well-known meat processing companies such as J.B. Hunt, JBS, KFC, Tyson Foods, and many others. Here are some examples of how you can improve factory farming. Here we have switching to healthier food production brands, changing your eating habits, producing more plant-based products, stop slaughtering animals that actually help the environment. Here's a social ecological framework model on how factory farming affects biodiversity loss. We can see that the industry has a lot of worldly impacts, primarily positive feedback loops. Here we can see how the social factors and ecological factors of factory farming affect each other. So billions of livestock deaths each year, or environmental costs, then go into human components such as exploitation of workers, or toxic gases spew into local communities, which then go into the ecological factors such as rates of fossil fuels, waters, and topsoil unsustainably increase, then going into the components of air and water pollution, soil pollution, climate change, so on and so forth. It's just like a big cycle. It all interlinks, going into meat contamination of harmful bacteria, pesticides, antibiotics, and artificial hormones, or air pollutants affecting residents in the local area, such as ammonia, hydrogen sulfide, volatile organic compounds, and particular pollution. Here is one of our options that can help factory farming, which is certified organic. certified organic beef became popular between the early 1990s and 2000s. Farmers must meet the USDA standards and have annual visits to stay up to code. Organic farmers care about plant protection, animal welfare, crop rotation, land management, and do not use toxic fertilizers or pesticides. Another option is going agroecology, which started in the 1920s within a few select farming techniques. Since the 1980s, agroecology has grown significantly. With this option, farmers, plants, animals, and the whole environment can coexist while decreasing toxic chemical output from greenhouse gases, and it's an alternative to the animal agriculture industry that considers biodiversity. So as we can see, both practices have been around for centuries, which means they are manageable if farmers are motivated enough to make the change. Here I have more examples of why agroecology is more sustainable than factory farming, as well as more examples of why certified organic is more sustainable than factory farming. After going into the solutions to factory farming, I feel agroecology is the best industry management practice we can make. Here I have additional examples of why agroecology is more life-changing and is more helpful to the environment. We have focuses on keeping biodiversity. We have This is a form of agriculture that is not limiting. Farmers can make an additional income by growing fruit and vegetables within the property. Farmers are not locked into debt cycles from factory farming as well. Going into the social ecological framework model that I previously had, I feel bullet points 2 and 3 fit into the social aspect of improving biodiversity loss, while points 4 and 5 fit into the ecological side of the framework model, as well as number 2. So moving forward into what the SWAG innovation is. For this study, my target audience and utilization will be at the state and county fairs by having a booth to sell my products. So imagine this picture, this image on t-shirts and water bottles. It brings awareness on how damaging factory farms are to our planet. The image shows rescued farm animals in the open field while their family is taken away to be processed. Livestock are no different from companion animals. So why are they treated like this? What makes them different from companion animals? So my future direction. Factory farming needs to implement sustainability. And after reviewing our research, it seems agroecology is the most logical way of going eco-friendly. I have also listed other ways to become a sustainable contributor to the industry. More ways are changing your diet to plant-based products, following the FDA standards in all industry buildings, changing corporate and government policies. If you have any more information or would like any more information, here is my contact information down below. Here are also my references. Like I said, if you have any further questions, I would love to answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you for watching.